The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. Yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a give, right side. Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
On 3rd down, Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. On 4th, they do snap it to Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there. And he's going to go down again. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Watch the slack. Watch the slack. 36. Hey, look 3. Mike 5-4.
Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Hey, switch gears. We're going to 53.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Here we go.
Prescott on 1st down. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, as time expires in the first half. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, my education continues in this game.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Room here to run. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. He's got daylight past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low pop.
Pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. Malik Collins, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's Trubisky to throw. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 22 yards there, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. He goes full extension, and he's got it. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. This is caught, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 21 yards away, and the Bears cut into that lead.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Gun. So we're going to 53. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
On third down, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
58 to Mike. 26.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Khalil Mack. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Sit up. 180. Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
First down, a run with Cohen. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Trubisky to throw, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 6 yards away, as his guys are back within a single score.
Big score. First step in their attempt to climb back into this game.
Yes, but still some work to do as they get within a score here. Extra point splits the uprights, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game has really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8.
We're going to 54. Why is it? 58 to Mike. Shot. 26.
Here's Prescott. Going right side. He has Witten. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
We're going to 53. Go, get out there, 26.
They'll run it with Elliott. And some room to run now. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the jet sweep, here's Cooper. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now they have a first down and more. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? In the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, in the field like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb, like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my home team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready. Mike 48. You can't block me.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run. It's Mark Ingram. They find some open field here. There goes Mark Ingram. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big effort that time out of Ingram. 56 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 74 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So that'll back him up 5. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Jackson from the shotgun, eluding the pressure right. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And this play is not going to work. He's out of bounds, well shy of the goal line, and the try for two, unsuccessful. So they went for two and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and
1. Turn up.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's go.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On second down, Ingram. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, Mark Ingram. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They're running. Ingram. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Jackson on first down. Roberts has it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big pickup of 38. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And now it's third down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They're going for it with the option right. He may try and run for this. And he slides to avoid the hit. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jackson turns the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Marquise Brown, 35 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 13-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But
there goes Mark Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Jackson on first down. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
48, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. This one complete to Ingram. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Running right, this is Ingram. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
57. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Mike's 57. 57's right.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done they're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win. And, Charles, that's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guys who have the same last name and their starts. Let's go to 2000. The Johnsons, Brad, Doug, and Rob. And in 1984, we're really digging deep here. I love this. Dave, Wade, and Mark Wilson. Now, to my recollection, none of them were related. Just all had the same last name. Who would you take, the Johnsons, or would you take the Wilsons?
I'll take the Johnsons because I actually remember them playing. But, I'm sorry, you're getting mad at me for that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Patrick Owasor in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th.
A gain of 11 yards. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it? Right there, those 4th down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, and he will find his big tight end over the middle. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. Now it's Jackson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Only 3 there on the screen at 2nd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw again is Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he gets it all the way down inside inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll try and run. Ingram. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer. This
game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw is Jackson. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
1st down and 10.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll line wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Dancing to his left. He'll run it, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Line 36. Line 36. Check, check, check.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Matt Judon there to bring him down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 41-yard line.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.